Hello world, it is Wednesday, February 21st, 2024, and looking out the window at Defiance, it's bright sunny day with some clouds, but I think it's supposed to be like this all day, and actually a high near 60, so incredibly warm for February. The devotion for today is entitled To Live For, written by Kaji Dosha. Kaji bases the devotion upon Revelation chapter 21, verse 4, New Revised Standard Version. God will wipe every tear from their eyes. Death will be no more. Mourning and crying and pain will be no more, for the first things have passed away. And then Kaji writes, on the day, not too long ago, to a standing room only audience at the newly rechristened Lena Horne Theater, a surprised eulogist said, so many of us think about who or what we would be willing to die for, and I guess that's a good question. We should know that. But I want to ask instead, well, who would you live for? And he went on to explain that on his foundational album, Songs in the Key of Life, on which Miss Marva Hicks, the woman we were celebrating, sang, to live in the key of life is to live in alignment with God. When doing things for you is the same as doing for God, that's life. To live your life with that crown upon your head until the day that is the day that 8 by 8 by 8 is for always. It's from Stevie Wonder as God will be loving you always. Our assignment, to live our lives in the key of love. Kaji's prayer. Tune my heart to sing your song. Let me live in your key, God. Amen. Well, I almost don't need to even comment on this one, I don't think. But I will. Some thoughts that came to my mind when I was reading this is back to the greatest commandment, love God with your entire being and love your neighbor as yourself. It's about how we live in this world and how we love in this world, and living and loving, caring for one another and for God's creation is doing for God. I mean, living as God. I mean, really, Jesus, what his life portrayed and the things he taught was living and teaching God's love in the world for other people, for one another. And we're called to do the same thing. And I know there's lots of evangelical Christians that will, I don't know, poo-poo this idea. I don't know if that's the right word, but I think it's very simplistic and unrealistic in that we really need to follow the rules. That's how we love God, is by following the rules. And that's not how we love God. The rules that people came up with was about governing our relationships with one another, and in a way was about living love, not just protecting our own self for salvation in the next life, but actually living salvation in this life. I firmly believe that. Anyway, those are my impressions of this devotional. Yours may be different, and that's the nature of devotionals. So, hope to talk to you soon, and hope you can enjoy this warm February weather. Take care.